The story of Lucifer. All of us have heard preachers say that Satan is the cause of all the suffering in the world. This leads us to the next question. Who created Satan? Did God create Satan? Preachers tell us that Satan was originally an archangel, but he became Satan when he rebelled against God. That's fine, but the obscurity in the story still intrigues us. It is said that Lucifer was the wisest and the most beautiful among all the heavenly beings created by God. We are told in the Bible that he was closest to God and he knew all the secrets of God. How could such an intelligent person revolt against the one who would created him, being an angel of the highest order? He should have known that dethroning God was a hopeless and impossible task for the created beings. Lucifer should have been well aware of the fact that created beings could never be equal or superior to their creator. How then could an archangel attempt a cup against God and lose his place in the royal court of heaven? There have been many coups attempted against earthly kings and dictators, and some successful and some unsuccessful. But God is good, and is not a mere human being. We may be able to overthrow an earthly king, but even the thought of overthrowing the Supreme Self is the peak of foolishness. He could an extraordinarily intelligent person make such a foolish attempt. Looking at the issue from God's side, the act of even creating a person who in the future would become a rebel is a questionable and unwise action, to say the least. Why would a God of infinite wisdom and intelligence create such a person when he knew that this person would bring enormous loss, agony, and destruction in the universe? Everything is so vague, obscure, and confusing. It looks as if atheism is the best option that we have, but again, the genetic code raises a difficulty. DNA is a 3 billion lettered program commanding the cell how it must behave. It is a complete instruction manual. I can't understand how an intelligent and honest person could believe that this instruction manual was formed just by accident. No matter how many difficult questions stand in our way, believing in God is the most reasonable and rational thing for us to do. Just consider the history of our universe as told in the Bible. God created angels and other heavenly beings, but millions of them revolted against God under Lucifer's leadership, and they formed a kingdom of darkness, causing innumerable problems and obstacles to all God's work. He made angels, and they fell from the glory. Then he created human beings, and they too fell in sin. And finally, God Himself had to come down in human form, bear all the humility and suffering on the cross, and then die for mankind. Didn't He know in advance, or was He incapable of dealing with the situation? The universe and our world seem to be a perfectly mismanaged show. Is it the mismanagement of God? Or is God doing everything with a mysterious plan for some ultimate good? This is the subject we are trying to understand in this book.